At first, no one believed it when this news about one of the richest families in history came out. But when people found out that the information came from the youngest granddaughter of the family, it suddenly gained a lot of credibility. Could such a famous family have kept such a secret hidden for so long? Hours passed by, but Emily didn't even notice. She was sucked into the documents, puzzled by what she was reading. "This can't be true," she stammered as she placed the last document back into the box. Was it all a lie? But before we start, smash the like button and make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any new stories. Emily didn't know what to do. Her grandmother was already very old, and she feared those documents would bring up unpleasant memories. So she grabbed a few of the most important documents and put them under her shirt. Her grandmother couldn't know that she knew about this family secret. "Emily, darling," her grandmother suddenly yelled from downstairs. "What are you doing up there? I haven't seen you in 3 hours." "Nothing, Grandma," Emily yelled. She quickly slid the box back into its spot and went downstairs. Emily barely dared to look at her grandmother. She couldn't believe she had been lied to her whole life. Suddenly, her mind filled with question after question. Did everyone in the family know about this secret instead of her? Was this something only her grandmother and grandfather knew about? She had to show her findings to her older sister. She would know what to do. Or so Emily hoped. She had no idea what to do with the information she had just discovered. It could ruin her entire family name. "Rita! Rita! Are you home?" Emily shouted as soon as she got home. "I'm in my room!" Rita shouted back. Emily quickly ran up the stairs and barged through her older sister's door. "You have to see this." "What's up with you?" she asked as she watched her little sister pull the documents from under her shirt. She angrily grabbed all of the documents and went to her own room without saying another word. Emily felt betrayed, and not only by her sister. She went to bed that night thinking about her next step. She realized there was no way her family name could be spared if this secret ever came to light. Sure, her parents, grandparents, and every other family member would definitely be furious with her. The next morning, her sister knocked on the door. "Emily, we need to talk," she whispered softly. Emily opened the door, still rubbing the sleep out of her eyes. "I need to know that you won't do anything with the information you have. It could ruin my career." Emily sighed. "I won't do anything with it. I already locked it up somewhere safe," she lied. "Thank you," she said as she hugged her sister. Then, she suddenly thought of something. What if the documents were to get stolen? What if they were leaked anonymously to the press? As the call connected, Emily's voice wavered with uncertainty. "Robert," she began, "I need your help." He understood the gravity of the situation. "Emily," he said, "you have my word. Absolute confidentiality. Trust me." In the days that followed, Emily met Robert in a discreet location, exchanging the box of documents with a nod. Emily watched as he uncovered the first threads of a hidden tapestry, clues that hinted at a story of profound significance. The weight of that knowledge pressed heavily on her shoulders, and sleepless nights became her unwelcome companions. In a hushed conversation with Robert, Emily stressed the importance of absolute secrecy. "Robert," she implored, "this information is sensitive beyond measure." Each revelation seemed more astonishing than the last, and Emily could hardly fathom the magnitude of what lay hidden. With each passing day, Robert dug deeper into the past. The secret seemed to have tendrils that reached into unexpected corners. Tensions simmered, disagreements flared, and the once unified family started to fracture under the weight of hidden truths. Emily's parents and relatives convened an urgent meeting in a desperate attempt to dissuade her from pursuing the truth. Strained relationships deepened the schism, and Emily felt like an outcast among those she had grown up with. Her pursuit of the truth had cost her the comfort of family unity. Each day, she questioned her choices, torn between her commitment to the family and her relentless pursuit of justice. The internal conflict was an agonizing battleground she couldn't escape. With a heavy heart, Emily made the gut-wrenching decision to expose the truth. She discreetly packaged the damning documents and sent them to a trusted journalist, ensuring her anonymity. Emily steeled herself for the storm that would inevitably follow. The journalist's expose hit the headlines like an explosion, sending shockwaves through the media. The revelations triggered a media frenzy, with reporters swarming around the family, hungry for answers that they weren't yet ready to provide. Emily's pursuit of the truth had unleashed a tempest that threatened to engulf them all. She knew that the path she had chosen was fraught with challenges, but she remained resolute in her quest for justice. The once proud family now found itself at a crossroads, forced to confront the consequences of their actions. Heated confrontations erupted within the family as members demanded answers for their involvement in the hidden secret. Accusations flew and tempers flared as the weight of their past deeds came crashing down upon them. The path to redemption seemed fraught with challenges, and they were running out of time to find a way out. Tensions reached their breaking point as the family convened for an emotionally charged meeting. Emily, resolute and unwavering, presented her findings and demanded answers that had remained hidden for too long. The family confronted the painful consequences of their actions, the guilt and remorse etched onto their faces. In the wake of their painful confession, Emily and some family members initiated discussions on taking responsibility for their actions. They recognized the need to make amends, both legally and morally, for their involvement in the environmental disaster. It was a difficult step, but a necessary one on their path to redemption. The family's commitment to righting past wrongs began with efforts to address the consequences of the environmental disaster. They reached out to affected communities, offering support and assistance in the face of the damage caused. The wounds of the past had left deep scars, but the family recognized the importance of reconnecting and supporting each other on their journey of redemption. Their actions were not only about making amends to the world, but also about discovering their better selves. In an effort to make amends, the family established a substantial fund dedicated to environmental restoration and support for the communities affected by the disaster. Acknowledging their involvement in the environmental disaster, the family engaged in public apologies. They took responsibility for their actions, seeking forgiveness from the public and those they had harmed. They discovered that their love for one another could weather even the darkest storms. Under Emily's steadfast leadership, the family embarked on a mission to rebuild their tarnished reputation. They diligently worked to make amends and actively engaged in environmental causes. Their legacy transformed into one of transparency and accountability. Emily reflected on the remarkable journey, filled with challenges and redemption. She marveled at the positive changes within her family, who had once hidden a dark secret. Their past, once shrouded in secrecy, now inspired them to create a better tomorrow. The story concluded with a hopeful outlook. The family, committed to their newfound purpose, aspired to make a positive impact on the world.